There is a trend in the U.S. where U.S. institutional investors are insisting on having their observers covered by the D&O policy of the company in which they have invested. Is there any possible liability on the part of the observer? This is an interesting question because I'm not quite sure what the phrase observer means, so I'm going to have to take this in two parts. If the person asking the question is just simply talking about a third-party bystander who is sitting outside the board of directors, my answer would be I do not see why an observer would have liability. They're not making decisions on behalf of the company in which the institutional investor has invested. Therefore, I don't think the liability is there. If it is, it would be very, very remote. I actually haven't seen the request to add observers, frankly, onto D&O policies. So that's another point of the question that's a bit challenging. If the point of the question with the observer is talking about individuals from the institutional investor that are actually put on the board, what we would call outside directors, if that is the case, would there be liability? Absolutely. Once you are sitting on a board of directors, minding the store, as you would say, your job now and the duty is to protect the shareholders of that particular company, which includes the institutional investor. You are there to mind and to appoint the officers of the company. You have to do a good job. You have to be diligent in that job. So to that extent, yes, there would be liability. So I'm not quite sure exactly what the phrase observer is. So observer means not on the board, I would say no liability. If observer is on the board, yes, you do have liability.